Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. In the last episode, we made our way into Undine space to get rid of the Borg presence there, because we thought that the Borg presence there was the reason that the Undine have recently been making incursions into our space. Unfortunately, we found out that in reality, the Iconians have been creating replicas of Alpha Quadrant ships and attacking the Undine. So, unfortunately, the problem was not solved. However, in this episode, we're being sent to a planet the Romulan Republic has christened Molrihan, New Romulus in their tongue. We're being sent there to assist them in any way we can. While there, I will give the Hornet's crew a chance for some much-needed shore leave. However, I do have some business there. Let's get into it.
We have the strength now. With the help of Starfleet and the Empire, we could destroy what's left of the Tal Shiar. We would be safe. We would be free.
There are too few of us left to fight amongst ourselves. Military action should be our last option.
I don't see how talking to them will be enough. But I'm a warrior, not a politician. If my people are to find a home here, there must be a leader capable of building a new future. Of looking past our differences to find harmony. You are that leader, Detan.
Since I was a child hiding in the sewers of the capital with the reunificationists, I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would once again walk beside their Vulcan brothers and sisters. Before that can happen, we need to rebuild. We need a home to replace what was lost, to see past our grief and find acceptance. We need to reconcile with the Remans and end the centuries of strife and oppression. The fate of both our peoples rests here. We either create a new homeworld out of the ashes, or we wither and die. Thank you for agreeing to assist us. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. This proves that unification is possible, both for my people and for yours. We're building a new home here. Romulans and Remans can't continue on like nothing has changed. Everything is different. We are a changed people. The loss of Romulus wounded us greatly, but that wound will not be fatal. There is a great deal of work to do before we can truly call this our new home, but with your help, I know Molrihan, or New Romulus in your language, will someday be as great as what we lost. Kylor is in charge of the staging area. He can give you more information about what we need. There's much to do, and little time. We left our first home to remain free. We lost our adopted home to treachery. May this world be the home we have sought for so long. A place where our descendants can live in peace.
Indeed. Nice meeting you, Proconsul. Well, the rest of the crew of the Hornet is getting some much-needed shore leave. However, myself and the second officer of the Hornet, Lieutenant Devrel, have some business here on the surface. Admiral Veloth, sir. Thank you for coming to New Romulus, Commander. Since the destruction of the Romulan homeworld, Romulan space has been unstable. The Federation tried to offer a hand in friendship to build connections with the survivors. When that failed, Starfleet Command made the decision to take several preemptive strikes to eliminate threats before they could come to open warfare. Whether or not these actions were justified is not for us to debate. With the formation of a new Romulan colony world and the alliance of the Remans, we have a second chance. What we do here, on this planet, will shape the Federation's relationship with the Romulan Star Empire for decades. We will create a new alliance, or we can wake a sleeping dragon. I believe in Ambassador Spok's plan for reunification. That is why I volunteered to be a liaison between Titan and the Federation. But before that can happen, we need to earn the Romulans' trust. You will help us to do that. I look forward to working with the Romulan Republic, Admiral. Right. Time to speak to Foreman Kalor. Foreman Kalor, sir.
Let me brief you on the situation here. We're building a new city here, at the site where people first landed on this world more than 2,000 years ago, after the Sundering. Our Reman friends will take the lower levels, where they can feel most at home. We'll use the staging area as a landing site for shuttlecraft, and a place to coordinate construction and future shipping. Many of our records were lost with the homeworld. But what we do have indicates that there was a battle here before the colony ships left to find Romulus. There's still much we need to learn about this world and its inhabitants. This creature, for example, how did it adapt to the radiation that until recently made this world unsuitable for colonization? Recent scans are showing the radiation falling into manageable levels. With modern technology and your assistance, this should be a place where the Romulan and Reman people can thrive for generations to come. We've found ruins that date back to the Sundering, and beneath them, signs of what may be a much older civilization. Who lived here eons ago? What happened to them? We're doing what we can, but we can't do it alone. If you're here to help, I'll get you started.
Thank you, Foreman. There's a lot of things that need to be done, and not enough hands to do the work. My job is to organize volunteers, so grab a spanner, or collect reports and volunteer already. You might even get that fancy uniform a little dusty. Dirty work is honest work. Of course, Foreman, I will see what I can do. Well, let's, help New Romulus. Our mission here is to repair equipment, investigate suspicious people, and collect and turn in reports. And to motivate the civilian workers, of course, because why not? Here's a medical report I have to turn in. Someone seems to have left it lying on the floor. Oh, I see another pad on the floor. A science report someone left lying around. Should probably turn this in as well. What the hell is that? Well, keep up the good work, officer. What on earth is that? What a peculiar life form. What exactly are you doing here? Hey, come back here. Oh goodness, that's a photon grenade. Terrell, weapon ready. Stun her. Right, we'll have someone pick her up and detain her. But I see another pad there. An engineering report. Who's leaving all these pads around here? There's some Klingons training some civilians. Certainly interesting to be on the same planet with them without exchanging weapons fire. The Romulan Republic was very helpful in ending the war between the Klingons and Starfleet. If they hadn't allied with both of us, then we'd probably still be fighting. Greetings. I collected some reports that someone left lying around. Right, I'll see if I find any more pads lying around. I'll be sure to turn them in. Thank you very much. What to do? Any equipment to repair? Or suspicious persons, perhaps? What on earth? What fascinating... Oh! Another science report. Fascinating. Some Klingons teaching Klingon martial arts. There's a bridge there with a targ on it. Hopefully that belongs to someone. Oh, some Klingons there. I'll go ahead and stay away from those. Oh, here's a malfunctioning console. Well, I'm not an engineer, but I think I'll see what I can do. Right. Oh, what a simple problem. That should be fixed in no time. And there it is. Can't believe no one did that before. Excuse me. Are you spying on me? Hey, I asked you a question. Oh, Jesus. Tyrell, open fire. Tyrell, I believe I told you to open fire. Well, we'll have someone here to detain this person as well. We'll see if we can do anything else around
I've
here.
received reports of Tal Shiar spying on New Romulus. Not a surprise, but we need to stay cautious. Most recently, I've acquired a recording that has actionable information. I'd like for you to follow up on it.
Understood, Admiral Kerarek. I will see what I can do. I've been sent a message playback. Begin message playback. I don't have a lot of time. I've hidden a recording near where you first arrived to New Romulus. Find it. And then the message ends. Fascinating. Seems to be in this direction. I assume whoever sent this is probably watching me to see if I find it. Better keep my phaser handy. I don't see anyone suspicious, however. It says it's behind this bush here. Ah, I see. Tyrell says that it seems to be a recording taken from hidden cameras within the capital city itself, and that there's a message on it. It's addressed specifically to me. This corner seems private enough. Right. That's Proconsul Datan.
I'll be going now, unless you need anything else. Do you want me to bring you something to eat?
No. No, thank you. I'll see you in the morning.
Proconsul, may we speak?
How did you get in here?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sub-Commander Kiana, and I represent certain individuals interested in the future of the Romulan people.
Don't patronize me. You mean the Tal Shiar.
If you want to be blunt, yes.
What do you want, Sub-Commander?
An agreement that will benefit us both. You agree to allow us to advise you on the governing of this colony,
Oh,
and
no.
in return we will do all we can to assist you with any
Oh, no.
complications that may arise.
You want to play Kingmaker. I'm no king, and deals made in the dark never end well. If you want to open negotiations, contact my office during business hours.
You know as well as I do that would be pointless.
Her hands onto
There's
the table.
too much bad blood, and the Federation and the Klingons would never agree.
Damn right.
I'd be lucky to leave the negotiations alive. Hakiv's death and the disappearance of the Empress has left my organization at loose ends. The Tal Shiar needs a strong leader. You have the trust of the Klingons, Starfleet, the Remans. Just imagine what you could do with our help.
Are you trying to bribe me?
Merely presenting options. A wise man would see that this is his best, his only option.
I was instructed by the wisest of men, Sub-Commander. Spok taught me that openness and truth have more power than secrets. I want all Romulans to unite, even the Tal Shiar. But it can only happen in the light of day.
I'll give you time to reconsider. We have similar goals, Titan. You want to rebuild Romulan power. So do we. Think about it. We will speak again.
Computer, give me everything we have on the Tal Shiar.
And then the recording ends. Who the hell sent this recording? But it is good to know that Proconsul Titan is not cooperating with the Tal Shiar's requests. We should probably submit this recording to Admiral Kerarek. Devrel thinks that whoever left the recording is obviously someone who wants us to know everything that's going on behind the scenes. No matter what the motivations were for releasing the recording, Devrel says it's good to know that Titan is not siding with the Tal Shiar. Devrel agrees we should probably submit a recording to headquarters. Agreed. Transmitting now. Fascinating. I'm being contacted by a Romulan quartermaster. Apparently Lieutenant Tenenga in the warehouse contacted him. The colony is having supply issues and the source of it may be a Ferengi contractor they've hired to manage the supply lines. Well, I wouldn't put it past the Ferengi. He thinks that having a neutral party like myself would help to defuse the conflict. He asks if I'd be willing to sort this out. I would indeed. I've had prior dealings with the Ferengi. I should be able to handle this. Well, I'll get in there and see what I can do. Hornet, I could use some reinforcements at the moment, if you could. Of course, all we need is phaser pistols, but Kole's insisted on bringing a rifle for my own protection. Which I suppose is just him being a good tactical officer. Right, there's Lieutenant Tenenga. Lieutenant, you asked to see me. Jolan True, Commander. We appreciate you taking interest in our affairs. Right now, we're having a supply problem. There's a Ferengi trader here named Margarine, who seems quite capable of making a profit, but less than capable of keeping an accurate track of our shipments. I've tried talking to him, but he seems to treat any conversation as a type of negotiation, and I'm hesitant to escalate this problem to Titan's attention. Kylo suggested that we use a third party to help us work out the solution. Would you be willing to speak to him on our behalf? Maybe you can get through to him. Of course, I recognize the name Margarine. I've had previous dealings with him. I'll let you know what I find. So, Margarine's been causing trouble with the Romulans again. Let's see what it is this time. Margarine, you pompous Ferengi bastard. What have you been doing now?
You again? Last time I saw you, I had a sweet little mining business on Hifar, and some information brokering on the side. Now, all of that's gone. The mine, the intel, everything. I'm lucky I still have a tooth sharpener. Get out before I call security!
Margarine, we came here to talk to you about some irregularities with your supply manifests.
Let me guess. Lieutenant Tenenga's complaining again.
You guessed correctly.
I stand by my paperwork and my inventory. It's not my fault if the Romulans can't count. They don't have the lobes for business. Look, you can review the cargo manifests yourself and match them to the supplies in the crates. But I'm sure a big, important Starfleet officer like yourself has more important things to do. If you want to bother with it, though, knock yourself out. The terminals in the warehouse have the manifest, and the crates are nearby.
Margarine, I would be happy to use my time to prove your malicious intent. Thank you very much.
I'd help you check, but I have real work to do. Oh, And don't mind the Orions. They're subcontractors working for me. Lots of willing hands to help, if you know what I mean.
I'll do that. Nice speaking to you, Margarine. And your Herodian bodyguards. Jesus. How the hell did he get Herodian bodyguards? Good heavens. Well, let's compare his manifests and the cargo. More cargo manifests to download. It seems Margarine's attempting to delay my progress in checking his manifest's integrity by spreading the manifests out throughout the facility. Although this container seems to be a good one to check. The manifest says this crate is supposed to contain industrial energy cells, but all I see here are some self-sealing stem bolts. Oh, Margarine. Perhaps this is simply an anomaly. I'll have to check other crates. Alright, downloading the cargo manifests for this section. Spreading the cargo manifests out is hardly a way to deter me. Right, let's check this crate. According to the manifest, this crate is supposed to be a 3-month supply of supplies for the science teams working on Atli. But half of these boxes are empty. Perhaps it's another anomaly. But somehow I think this may be a pattern. Right, let's see about this one. Maybe this one will be correct. Old uniforms? Why would anyone keep these in a box marked Riverpig Cho? What is Riverpig Cho? And anyway, Riverpig Cho. Well, for all we know, Riverpig Cho could mean old uniforms? Although, they don't seem to match. More cargo manifests to download in this section. Right, let's see if they match up. Who made these manifests? This isn't entertainment supplies. It's scrap hull plating from old shuttles. For heaven's sake, Margarine. I've got 2 more manifests to check, however. The more evidence I have, the better. Well, who knows? Maybe some of these will match up. Right. Apparently, this crate is meant to contain construction supplies, but it's empty. Although, to be honest, maybe the construction supplies could have been removed. Who knows? Right, downloading the manifest. Alright, let's see. Oh, of course. This manifest said this container was filled with dilithium ore. It's empty. Right. Let's confront Margarine, although I believe we may need to use our phasers. I doubt he'll go down without a fight. Although he's only got 4 Herodian guards, which means we outnumber him by 1. Unless he decides to grab a phaser, which I doubt he will. Although the Herodian guards are much larger than, well, us. Right, phasers in our holsters still for the moment. We don't want to alarm him too early. Margarine, you big-eared, self-important Ferengi bastard.
So, you checked the manifest?
Damn right I did.
And the crates? And they don't match up. I knew I should have gone with you. Then I could have explained that the more valuable supplies are in a secure storage unit. You can't be too careful, you know. Someone might be trying to steal something.
Really?
Here, let me open the secure area for you. It's at the far end of the warehouse.
For your sake, I really hope you're telling the truth. Bastard. secure end of the warehouse. What is River Pig Cho considered valuable materials? I mean, I don't know what it is. It could be. Right, let's see where he's keeping these valuable supplies. Well, there are containers in here. Let's see. Let's scan these.
Couldn't just leave well enough alone, could you?
Oh, for God's sake.
Your type are all meddling. Now you've gone and upset my Perogan friend, and they want to have a discussion with you. Enjoy.
Discussion. Yeah, this is quite the discussion. Although thankfully their personal shields are somewhat primitive. Their personal shields are extremely primitive. It's lucky they don't have access to Starfleet technology. Well, we've confiscated the weapons. We'll have someone in here to pick them up. Ah, Margarine's just making this situation worse and worse for himself. Oh, for heaven's sake. Photon grenade. Oh, that is a flashbang. Jesus. Jesus Christ. What they lack in technology, they certainly make up for in tactics. Now I'm glad Curler's brought that rifle. Hornet, transport us out of here immediately. There must be a dampening field out. We can't contact the Hornet. Damn. Dampening field will also prevent us from transporting. And I see Orions ahead. And more Hirogen. Good heavens. Photon grenade. Oh, there's more down there. Okay, those are some very large Orions. Luckily, they're not phaser-proof. Right, all's quiet now. Although, I don't think those are the last of them. Just as I thought. Oh, there's still more. Hiding behind the crates. Tyrell and Lieutenant Nessie's flanked them. Let's clear out this warehouse. Photon grenade. Where the hell did Margarine get all these Hirogen? My personal shield is down. However, the fight is nearly over. And I'm stuck in these damned Hirogen mines. Right, I think that's the last of them. Let's confront Margarine. Maybe he's still in there. Maybe he was hoping his guards would be able to deal with us. Thankfully, Margarine does not have access to very advanced personal shield technology. Cullers reports that it looks like Margarine escaped through a secret passage. He's probably on his way to a shuttle right now. We have to stop him. Let's check out his data. Right. Downloaded it. I heard phaser fire. Although it seems my team has been able to deal with it. Oh, I'm
I
detecting.
had no choice! The Talsiar is controlling my family!
Like
Well,
hell
they
they
have
are.
my assets, and Latinum is like a family to a Frankie. Please, please, have mercy on a humble businessman!
Margarine, you bastard. Let's download all the data we can. And deal with what's left of his guards. There's a rodent down here. Oh, more Herogen mines. These ones have somewhat more robust personal shields, but it won't be enough. God, that's a very large Herogen. I'll deal with the smaller one first. Right now, oh, Jesus, he's right behind me. Come on. Fire at him. God. That guy didn't have a personal shield, but his armor was quite robust. Let's get the hell out of here and report back to command. Lieutenant, you'll want to have some security teams in here. Right, let's get out of here. Oh, we have contact with the Hornet again. Hornet, beam up the rest of the away team, except for myself and Lieutenant Terrell. Well, they're back on shore leave. Margarine is working with the Orion Syndicate? And the Tel Shiar? I'm glad you were able to handle the situation, Commander, but it shouldn't have gotten so far out of hand in the first place. Obviously, we're going to have to keep a much closer eye on anyone we invite to our colony. Agreed. But now that we've dealt with Margarine, that's all for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content and you'd like to see more, please feel free to like and subscribe. And, as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!